Good afternoon. It's time for a Rusutsu Resort debrief on December the 22nd. We're getting close to Christmas here. Just spent a day on the mountain at Rusutsu. Started at the East Mountain, went over to Steamboat, rode a couple different courses. We had a little photography mission going on today, so we didn't ride the whole mountain, but got a feel for it. The snow right now, the quality is really nice. Champagne powder. Very light and dry. There was about 15 centimeters of fresh overnight. So that was nice on the sides of the courses. The groomers were groomed beautifully as always. Rusutsu crew knows how to drive those cats. And very nice, very soft, very fast. My board is flying. Waxed up to perfection, so that does help. But looking around, everybody else seemed to be riding fast, like it was fast snow. So that was nice, that was smooth. There was a bit of a lineup in the morning. Right now, if you want to get very first chair, the quad at the base of Rusutsu, if you want to get on the first chair, you got to get there pretty early now. It used to be, it opens at 9, so it was like 8:30. There was always there's two guys who go and put their boards in front of the gate, super probably at 8 or something. And then they go inside and have a coffee and chill. They're marking their spot. And then they come back out and get in line, just 15 minutes before the chair opens. Now the vibe is definitely changing. People are starting to show up. I got there at 8 and people were getting their boards out of their cars and they were kind of busy and I'm like, whoa, okay, got a whole hour here. And everybody just kind of headed over there. By 8:40, we were not trying to get first chair today, so we weren't rushing, but we walked over there. There was already a decent little line, and then went inside once, came back out, and the line was longer. It was up to the ski racks. And by the time we got on the lift, the line was stretched way around. So there were quite a few people, but it's not the biggest line I've ever seen. Let's put it that way. Now, there was a second wave of people who showed up at about 10:30. As we went and did a couple runs, then we had to meet some people, so we came back. And then the base area at the East Mountain was really quite busy. And it was that second tier. I think that the first people who get there in the morning are the high-end kind of expert skiers and snowboarders who really want to get first tracks and do their thing. The second tier is the more intermediate, more just sort of general tourist rental group. People who rent skis and snowboards, that kind of group. And there were quite a few of them at the base area. There was still a bit of a line for the lift. The gondola is not open yet. The Isola gondola and the East Mountain gondola are not running yet. They were talking about the possibility of it opening from tomorrow, Saturday the 23rd. So that's an important piece of news. Now don't count on that because things can change. But that's what I heard today, is that they're planning to open the two gondolas from tomorrow. So, now, last comment on the debrief here. The clientele right now at this time of year, a huge percentage are either from Hong Kong or Taiwan. That's my guess. A lot of families, a lot of little kids, elementary school, maybe even elementary school first year, pretty small kids actually. And then some older kids, but quite a few families, other little groups of young people, but a large percentage of the customers I saw snowboarding and skiing today. A lot of Burton wear, a lot of Burton boards, a lot of Solomon boards, the locals with the Gentens and the other sort of surf style boards as well were out in force. But there are a lot of tourists from, I don't know about mainland China. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm guessing more right now And it's people who have all the gear, have the boards. It's definitely their own stuff. They're not renting it. And they're here to ski and snowboard. So that is kind of what I saw today. Restaurants, Steamboat. Make this the final piece of advice. The Steamboat restaurant is like the only restaurant really open like on the mountain. You can come all the way back to the East Gondola, and they have a place called Lone Pine, which serves ramen and curry and spaghetti with a cutlet on top, and like there's a variety of different stuff. But Steamboat is kind of the place because you don't want to have to come all the way back. You want to keep lapping Steamboat or Heavenly, and when you're finished, you come back. So it's really crowded. Like the clientele who's there right now are hungry people. They're really hungry people. And they show up like right on time, like 12 o'clock, we must have lunch. Oh, look, my Apple Watch tells me it's 12. We must go get lunch. We were there a little early. We tried to get there, I think before 11, and there were already quite a few people. And that was that first wave. We're on the lift early at 9. They obviously needed a break, but we easily got a table at that point. Then, as we were doing our thing and shooting photos, I looked over, and at 12:30, that whole little section where you have to get a tray and you go in and you tell them what you want, you get the food, like it was packed. I mean, packed with people. So, be careful of that. If you're really hungry and you don't want to stand in line, either come in a little early or ski more and come in a little late, because Steamboat is pretty busy. Now, if they open up Isola Gondola and they open up the restaurant down there, maybe that'll kind of mellow out as people spread out and go to other places. There's some new menus. I will tell you that. That's what we were there today to shoot, actually. They got a little roast beef sandwich. There's a potato gratin. There is a poke bowl. There is, what else? There's like an omurice, which is rice, like a fried rice with an omelet laid on top of it, and then a cream sauce, and then 3 seared scallops. Seared scallops. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to win a Michelin star, but it was pretty tasty. The seared scallops, you can't go wrong with like a soy sauce butter seared scallop. I'm kind of drooling here. So that's what we got. Oh, there's new menus at the Lone Pine as well. I actually got a little salad to take home. They got me a little garden salad in a cup. Salad in a cup. We got corn, we got tomatoes, we got edamame, little chicken on this one. They had chicken, salmon, and veggie. So those are your choices. There's some other sandwiches and different things. Check out all the new stuff. That is my debrief from a day at Rusutsu, December the 22nd. Thanks, and I'll be back.